Welcome back to the morning news on Local 6. It is 6:22 a.m. and we know you like to work out and be fit. And so who do we turn to for that? Leanne Ellington.
I'm here.
Today we're going to talk good morning. Thanks.
Good morning.
We missed you last weekend, by the way.
I missed you too. Wasn't the same without you.
So today we are talking about fitness for teens, right? Fitness
for youth and teens, exactly. And you know, one of the cool things about exercise science and nutrition science is that it's given us so much information over the past couple of years and few years. It's changed so much. And you know, back in the day we were told that children and teenagers shouldn't do any type of resistance training for, you know, stunning their growth, and that we should be really cautious when working out with kids. And the great news is that it's kind of been put to rest a little bit. You know, there was an old school thought process that the epiphyseal plates, which are the ones that actually are sealed, that prevent your bones from growing any further, and they seal naturally when you hit puberty. But there used to be the thought that any types of exercise or resistance training or weight training used to do that prematurely for children.
What is too young for resistance training?
You know, as long as you're doing it in a safe manner, you know, once you're around the 8 to 10 year old range, even a little bit, maybe, you know, 10 to 12, just depending on the maturity of the child, it becomes a safety thing when for making sure that you're not dropping the weight on your foot or getting crazy in the gym. But in terms of, you know, the safety of it, the only thing that will prematurely seal those growth plates is something with repetitive pounding, like gymnastics. Gymnastics actually does do that. So,
and who was in gymnastics as a kid?
There you go.
Hence the hype.
But weight training doesn't do that. So it just becomes a safety issue in terms of making sure you know what you're doing, making sure you're supervised so that you don't drop a 50-pound dumbbell on your leg.
Yeah. So I guess it's more of a maturity issue, whether kids should be doing that. And if any kids are going to be lifting weights or anything, you definitely want to make sure you're doing it with an adult, with a trainer, someone who knows how to do it.
Absolutely. And it's, you know, it's equally important for children to just be moving. You know, we have to make sure that they're keeping cardiovascularly fit and making sure that, you know, the obesity epidemic is huge, especially among children nowadays, and just making sure that they're you know, active, just staying moving, and whatever that means, whether it is resistance training, whether it's some type of, you know, sporting activity, just keeping them moving.
That is the First Lady's big push right now, is trying to get kids moving. But I'm going to ask you this. I need a quick answer, though. At what point, though, do you... because you don't want to give kids a complex about what they're eating early on, especially girls. For sure. And as I was an overweight and obese child and teenager, and you want to go the route of education versus criticism. And you want to teach somebody instead of telling somebody, you want to teach somebody and make them aware of what's going on, as opposed to making them feel inferior because they're doing it wrong. Very good. Leanne Ellington, always good advice. Thank you so much. We know you're busy, so let's get a quick check back in with meteorologist Julie Broughton. Hey, Julie.
Coming up right. Already low prices. Ends Monday at 9 p.m. The Labor Day event. Visit any one of our 8 convenient